You're listening to Jeff is Moody
on Beat Break 87 FM. It's time for some real talk. Let's go. Welcome to the Jeff is Moody Show on Beat Break 87 FM, BeatBreakRadioFM.com. My name is Jeff is Moody, Mr. Moody, and I am only here to keep it one way, 100% real, 100% raw, and 100% Jeff. Strap in your seatbelts, get ready for a ride, because you've never heard talk quite like this. The Jeff is Moody Show, Beat Break 87 FM. Raw dog season has begun. Let's go.
Jeff is Moody. Jeff is Moody. Jeff is Moody.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I see you. Thank you. All my people over there and over there, at the job, in the office, on the road, in them streets, wherever you may be. Ladies and gentlemen, my kings and queens, welcome to the Jeff is Moody Show on Beat Break 87 FM, BeatBreakRadioFM.com. Please, family, remember to keep spreading the word about the Jeff is Moody Show. And I thank you so much for continuing to tell your people to go to their app store and get that free Beat Break 87 FM mobile app so we can go wherever you go. Family, you can check me out on Spotify by typing in The Jeff is Moody Show. You can contact me on Instagram at The Jeff is Moody Show, or you can text me your comments and or questions to 678-386-5331. Family, that's 678-386-5331. Now, fam, can I say something real quick here? What about DJ Naturel in these ATL traffic mixes, man? They closed the show out. It's grown in sexy music. It's music that's beyond the norm. It's not the terrestrial radio music. You're not going to hear the same 5 songs every hour. DJ Naturel, she just brings it every week. You know, she's 5 to 6. And sometimes when we go over, she's 5:30 to 6. But you talk about getting you ready to get into rush hour. Even if you're still at the job, you're talking about somebody that gives you a vibe that you can get through this workday with. That's going to be DJ Naturel. So family, if you want to hit DJ Nat up to salute her for her ATL traffic mixes, or even if you want to make any comments or have any questions to her about the Jeff is Moody Show, you can hit her up at DJ Naturel. And that is on all social media. DJ Naturel with an E, Naturel. So family, you guys kind of know the routine by now. My name is Jeff is Moody. My name is my name. I'm also known as Mr. Moody. And I will be your pilot for this 4-hour flight. So kick back, relax if you can. If you cannot relax because you're at that kind of job, I am still making you a guarantee that we're about to make these next 4 hours the best portion of your workday. Family, I'm here to get you through the grind. Special shout out to all my drivers out there who listen to Jeff is Moody while you're on the road. Honk your horn for me. I'll ring my bell for you. Continue to stay safe. All of my people out there on the road. One love to all my working family who can listen while you work and you choose Jeff is Moody. One love to all of my family, no matter where you are, in the gym, at the house, wherever you are. If you're listening to me, I thank you, family. Thank you so much. Here's what we have for you today on the Jeff is Moody Show. Family, today, because I got a mega big meeting tonight, but I still got to give you all this 4 hours of sheer entertainment. Today, I'm giving out free relationship advice, Jeff style. Yep. I'm going to put y'all up on relationship game. And I'm going to answer 1 or 2 relationship questions. Dr. Moody is in the house. Jeff Love is in the house. That's coming up later on in the show. But y'all know we got to do that gym news. You know I got gym news for you today. Today I have just a few stories that really stood out to me last week. They're real news stories. You know, as a matter of fact, you guys know I do dumb shit news also after the real news. And I think I only have like one dumb shit news story today. So we'll see how that goes. But as for the real news, we have the story of Archie Williams. If you haven't heard of him, he's a man that's been freed from jail after 36 damn years for a rape he didn't commit. Family, we also have the story of the creep of the year. He's a man who posed as an IG celebrity to lure a 19-year-old girl from Texas to Florida. You got to hear about this story. The opinions expressed by Jeff are not necessarily the opinions and views of Beat Break Radio. I'm going to let y'all know that before I get into that story. All right. You gotta hear about this one. And we're going to have to acknowledge that for some people, especially our younger people, social media is a dangerous place to be. I also want to talk about the story of a young man that started a nationwide effort. It's changed the narrative. He wants to change the narrative of the perception of young black men. And he's doing that by gathering and pushing the agenda of being well dressed to get some respect. You know, and I applaud all efforts, but I do have some opinions about that. And family, let me ring the bell in advance. Fam, I want to talk about the beautiful display of humanity in New Zealand, as hundreds of people formed a human security chain around a mosque as a symbolic act of protecting their fellow man after the terrorist hate crime, the murder of 49 or 50 people last week or week before last. It's just a great story. And you know, with all the hatred in the world, even with the leader of the United States being a hateful person and a divisive person, with leaders abroad being hateful and divisive, it is so good to see humanity step forward. Man, it's just a good thing, and we're going to talk about that, family. Of course, as you all know, or if you're new to the Jeff is Moody show, before I even think about getting into the meat of the show, family, I must give the fam that what? That's right, family. The Moody motivation. Boy, I'm telling you, fam, you guys are appreciating Moody motivation, and the only thing that I adore more than the appreciation is the gift from the Most High to deliver it to you every week. And I love the fact that it is touching some of you, and I love the fact that you are spreading the word about Moody motivation. Please understand me, it is not written down, it is from the heart, and you know I don't really get into a show before I do it. All right. It's important. I don't do a show without trying to motivate and inspire you to start with, because we all need to know that we have the potential to be great. And today is another great message, hopefully. So family, stay tuned for that. As we do every week, we have a classic throwback podcast from Mr. Moody's Neighborhood on Next Door Neighbor Radio. You can find my archives wherever you listen to podcasts at by typing in Next Door Neighbor Radio, or just Google Mr. Moody's Neighborhood Podcast. If you like the Jeff is Moody show, you will love the old podcast. And yes, family, we're trying to bring the podcast back. I'm just busy. But I think we're going to try to get the podcast back for y'all this summer. And today's throwback is called Pet Peeves. It's a pretty funny show, if I remember correctly. And then after the throwback podcast, we have the ATL Traffic Mix with DJ Naturel from 5 to 6 p.m. right here on Jeff is Moody. Family, we got Gym News, Moody Motivation, relationship advice, throwback podcast, and a blazing mix from Naturel to alleviate that rush hour traffic. So, as usual, the show is packed. And y'all know what time it is. Family, Verbal Raw Dog season has officially begun. Let's do it.
You're listening to Jeff is Moody
on Beat Break 87. Welcome back to the Jeff is Moody Show on Beat Break 87. Family, let's get into this Moody motivation. Today I want to talk to you about yesterday, tomorrow, and today. Yesterday may have been the worst. Tomorrow could be better. But it all depends on how we handle today. You know, family, I'm not alone in the sense that we go through ups in our lives and they're beautiful, and we go through downs. We go through highs and lows. We go through agony. We go through physical anguish, mental anguish, spiritual anguish. Someone woke up this morning without a loved one. Someone walked into a job and found out that they were being laid off. Someone had a very bad breakup. Someone found out that they have a terminal illness. Someone else found out that while their illness is not terminal, it's devastating. Somebody just realized that somebody they trusted betrayed them. Pain, agony, betrayal, sadness, anguish. These are the things that we as human beings, we go through. And family, have you ever had that day where all the shit seemed to hit the fan at the same time? Have you ever had that day where you just didn't want to climb from under the covers and face the world? Have you ever had that day that you wish you could make this day just disappear? Has it ever been so bad for you that maybe you didn't even want to be here anymore? Have you ever been so hurt or frustrated or disappointed or let down that you just had to burst out and cry? Let's be honest. How many of you have gone through something that has just been so devastating and so frustrating that you got in your car and you meant to crank it up and get to going where you were going, and you found yourself just breaking down and crying? Or how many times have we been driving and a particular song comes on the radio that kind of illustrates all the crap that we're going through, and it just breaks you down? How many times have we been so frustrated that we take out our pain on others? Yesterday was the worst. But you know what? Tomorrow could be better. It could. If you think about it, you know, we don't go, many of us have went through the day that we thought we'd never make it through. We've went through that day many times, and we're still here. Still surviving, still striving, still going for hours, still believing, still hoping, still dreaming, still pushing, still striving. It depends on what we do today. It depends on how we try to right some of the wrongs from yesterday, or how we try to heal from some of the pain from yesterday. Or today, are we going to learn from our mistakes from yesterday? Can we find a way to eke a little sunshine out today? Because that's going to make tomorrow just a little bit better. Yesterday was the worst. Tomorrow could be better. But it all depends on what we do today. The first thing you need to do is you need to know that life is to be lived. Life is a beautiful thing. Even the lows of life, even the pain that life brings. It's beautiful to wake up and to rise and to inhale and to feel the air on your face and to have ambition and to have dreams. It's beautiful to have a great meal or a cold beer or to exercise or to have someone say, I love you, or to laugh or to smile or to greet someone. Those are beautiful things. We have to put that in context. We have to say yesterday was the worst. But damn it, man. I can't keep repeating yesterdays. I can't stay stuck in yesterday. I know it's hard. Oh, that heartbreak that I'm feeling because the person I love said it's over. That heartbreak, it hurts so much. Mama's gone. Daddy's gone. Grandma's gone. My friend is gone. Somebody is gone. It hurts so much, but tomorrow could be better. I have to build up fortitude and I have to find strength in today. Today, I need to start it over. Reset my clock. Learn from my errors. Be braver than I was yesterday. Be stronger than I was yesterday. Because for every yesterday, there is a today. And if the Most High grants you another day, there'll always be a tomorrow. We look at life too complex sometimes. We want everything to be perfect in an imperfect world. We don't want to have any setbacks. We don't want to have any disagreements. We want everything to go right. We want the car to always run and not break down. We want to get a raise every day we walk in a job. We want people to be nice to us. We want the sun to shine every day. We don't want rain and snow and windy weather. But that's not reality. The reality is you can improve upon your yesterday if you believe, if you have faith, if you have courage. You can improve on that horrible yesterday. And tomorrow can be the beginning of your continuation into greatness. It can be the beginning of your healing. It can be the beginning of your advancement. But it's all going to be determined by what you do today. So family, let me ask you, are you willing to improve upon the mistakes that you made yesterday? Are you willing to try to troop past the heartache that you experienced yesterday? Are you willing to accept the medical diagnosis that you got yesterday and you have made a commitment to fight? Are you willing to say, I'm not going to count out love because my heart got broke? Are you willing to say, maybe my employment was terminated, I'm going to get something bigger and better? Are you willing to be the warrior that is inside of you, the warrior that dwells inside of you? Are you willing to take that from deep inside and let it be on the outside? Are you willing to be brave? Are you willing to smile when you want to frown? Are you willing to learn to let your emotion go? That's what yesterday was for. Maybe today can be that too. Let it out. Cry. It's okay. Are you willing to improve upon yesterday and the horrible day that it was? Are you willing to face a better tomorrow? Are you willing to create a better tomorrow? If you are not, you're not going to make it in this world. And trust me, you want to be here. But if you are, you're going to say yesterday was the worst. Tomorrow could be better. because I'm going to make sure it happens today. Moody Motivation, fam. We'll be back.
You're listening to Jeff is Moody.
On Beat Break 87. Welcome back to the Jeff is Moody Show on Beat Break 87 FM, beatbreakradiofm.com. Check me out on Spotify, man. The Jeff is Moody Show. Family, it's time for gym news. Listen, it's Moody Motivation. I feel like the Most High literally blesses me to deliver a Moody Motivation where I have literally nothing written down every week. I appreciate it because it's from the heart. And I am very thankful to the Most High for giving me the kind of heart and the thought process to want to motivate or inspire people, you know, even if it's only one person. But I can't tell you how many people say, man, I appreciated that motivation. That was great motivation today. You know, it means the world to me when my wife, the woman that I chose to be my bride, the mother of my children, when she walks up to me and goes, yo, that was some good motivation. You know, spread those words, man. And even if you don't spread my words, family, use your own. Make sure that somehow, at some point in some time in your life, during your week, during your day, that you inspire or motivate just one person. You'd be surprised how far that can go. Let's do this gym news, y'all. I told y'all hey, listen, I got mountains to move this evening. You know what I mean? I got mountains to move, baby. So let's get this gym news out of the way. Now, family, I want to, you know, the views of Jeff, we don't have to say is not necessarily the views of Beat Break. The views of Jeff ain't the views of Beat Break sometimes because, you know, what I'm getting ready to say, I'm sure that Beat Break FM, Beat Break 87, I'm sure they feel this way. I'm just, I just don't think they would express it this way. Let's do a little gym news. So a man posed on as an IG celeb, an Instagram celebrity. He spent $800 on Uber to transport a teen girl to Florida so he could rape her. Let me read that again. A man posed as an Instagram celebrity, spent $800 on Uber to transport a teen girl to Florida so he can rape her. Let's unpack this. Because I know what you're saying. What you're saying a couple of things. He spent $800 on Uber so he can commit one of the most heinous acts that you can ever do to a human being? Do you know how much pussy he could have bought for $800? The views and the expressions of Jeff and not necessarily the views of Beat Break 87. He could have bought a Minaj. He could have bought a prostitute Minaj for $800. Let's read this story. A 25-year-old Florida man has been arrested after allegedly posing as a 19-year-old Instagram celebrity and luring a 17-year-old teen. Oh, I think I said in the intro, folks, I think I said she was 19. No, she wasn't 19. She was fucking 17, 1 year older than my daughter. The views and the oncoming expressions and language of Jeff do not represent Beat Break 87. So he posed as an Instagram celebrity, a 19-year-old Instagram celebrity, and he lured a 17-year-old teen girl from Texas to his home in Apopka, that's in Florida. According to the reports, the man, Richard Brown, raped the girl over the course of several days after meeting on Instagram. Brown was able to convince the teen girl to take a trip using Uber from San Antonio, Texas to Baton Rouge, LA, Louisiana, before switching cars in Baton Rouge to head to Apopka, Florida. Receipts obtained from Brown by law enforcement shows the trip cost $800. Brown told the police that the two were only friends and that he believed she was in need of a place to stay. According to the victim, after realizing Brown lied about the entire situation, she told him she wanted to go home. However, she said Brown told her, "No, you owe me now for bringing you all the way here." She was able to get away after Brown fell asleep and was located by police. Brown faces 6 felony counts of child sex abuse. Let's talk about this. Okay, first of all, the story checks out. Motherfuckers like this need to die. The views and statements of Jeff is Moody do not necessarily reflect or express the views and statements of Beat Break A7. Motherfuckers like this need to be castrated, but before that, they need to get the dog shit beat out of them, and then they need to die. If and only if, beyond the shadow of a doubt, through DNA and everything else, they are red-handed guilty, as this man is. There's so many problems with this story. What the fuck is going on with these kids and even some adults in social media? And where are the parents of a 17-year-old that is able to go from Texas to Florida on a fucking Uber and be gone for days? I know her parents must have been crazy. I checked this story out. I'm going to recheck it out. In the event I owe Mr. Brown an apology, I'm going to double check it. And if I double confirm it, I'm going to come on next week and reiterate what I'm saying. Where the fuck are your parents at? Who's able to disappear or from Texas to Florida on an Uber? Now, in all fairness to her parents, I didn't get to the part where they said if the parents panic, if they put a call, if they did, I don't know. Maybe the parents went bananas. Maybe as soon as they couldn't find their girl, they went nuts. But what is going on in social media where these kids are looking up to and worshiping and following behind fucking social media superstars, regular people just like them? You know, that's what I think everybody is anyway. That's why I don't do a lot of celebrity worship. To me, they're just successful, normal people. You guys know how many celebrities I'm around all the time and athletes? I'm not an autograph seeker. I'm not a picture taker. I got fucking 2 friends on Instagram. I could have 20,000 if I took pictures with all the people that everybody else dick rides. I don't want your money. I don't want your autograph, man. Get the fuck out of here. Yo, let me tell you something. I think I think my daughter got Gabby Douglas's autograph, I think. Because we teach our daughter not to worship celebrity. You can admire and you can admire and you can actually look up to someone, but no dick riding. No dick and clitoris riding. I think when I was talking to the big fella, I think when I was talking to my homie Shaq, I had called my daughter said, Daddy, would it be too much if you got his autograph for me? I said, yeah, babe, I'll get it. I'll get it from him. And I kind of didn't want to ask him for that. And he's one of the coolest dudes you're going to meet. And it's at the end of the interview and we sitting chopping it up, kicking game and all that stuff. I said, oh, big fella, my daughter wants, oh, man, come on. Give me some. Damn, I wish I had some stuff. Damn it, I don't have nothing. I don't have no shirt or nothing. I said, just, put it on on this little, I just ripped off a piece of paper, There's no celebrity dick riding over here. But what's going on social media where we have a 17-year-old that hops in a fucking Uber to go meet some guy, a 25-year-old sexual predator posing as a 19-year-old to rape a child? I wasn't being funny, when I said what he can do with $800 other than rape. Yo, how much of them meth head prostitutes in Florida? Can't you bang one of them in the back of the car for $75? Yeah, the views and statements of Jeff is Moody don't reflect the views and statements of Beat Break 87. Yo, how much vagina can you get for $800 that you don't have to rape somebody? So you know what that means? That means that you're a fucking sicko, wacko, sicko, and you just need to die. $800 lures a child. She realizes she wants to go home, and you gotta wonder what is on her mind when you take a $800 Uber trip to meet some motherfucker from Instagram. Oh, watch it, Jeff. Watch it, Jeff. Don't victim shame. You see, this society right here, this is why everybody gets fucked up. Because we sit around talking about victim shaming when we're trying to just talk some fucking common sense into somebody. Lil mama, what was you thinking about? It's not your fault you got raped. Of course not. But what are you thinking about when it's just somebody from doing some goofy videos or something on social media? Man, this motherfucker need to die. Or at a minimum, get the shit beat out of him and get all his bones broken. Do something to that man's penis where he can never have an erection again. Because a 17-year-old is rape. But you could have, if you're that hard up, the $800 could have took you further than you could have went to a club and spent $800 on drinks and probably scored. So you did what you did because you're sick. And it's sick enough. Pedophilia is sick enough when an adult male deals with a drastically underage. Okay, you say 17, she's almost 18. I get it. She's a 17-year-old against her will. Obviously, she's a 17-year-old that's not savvy enough to know something is wrong with a motherfucker that'll pay $800 for an Uber. But there's something, you look at children that do things voluntarily that don't get raped by pedophiles. And you say that motherfucker's sick. He need to get beat to death. But you look at somebody that forcefully takes something. And my opinion on that is motherfuckers like that should get beat to within an inch of their life. Y'all look the story up. 25-year-old Florida man poses as an IG celebrity to lure a 17-year-old from Texas to Florida. God bless that little girl, man. You know what? Rape has to be, forced rape has to be one of the most traumatic shits in the world. God bless her. Yo, we got to talk to our kids about this social media, y'all. We got to talk to our children about this social media, fam. This shit is all shits and giggles when you got some sense and wherewithal about you, and you understand that it's just, I get on Facebook and the Giants troll the Cowboy girl fans, and we do silly stuff like that. I don't have Facebook arguments. I don't make threats on Facebook. I don't tell somebody to pull up. You see all these 20 and 30-year-olds talk about pull up, and then posting fights. But people with children, adults fighting over Facebook and Instagram beefs, you fucking retards. And a 17-year-old in the mix to all that gets raped by an IG predator who needs to die. The opinions and views of Jeff is Moody don't necessarily reflect the opinions and views of Beat Break 87. Next story, get well, low mama. Yeah, I'm going to double check that. I did double check. I'm going to triple check. Archie Williams spent 36 years in prison for a 1982 rape and assault that he didn't commit. And on Thursday, March 21st, he was released after being exonerated. During the 1983 case, Williams' family testified that he was at home during the time that the incident took place, but the 12 members of the jury found 22-year-old Williams, he was 22 at the time, they found him guilty and he was sentenced to life without parole. Couldn't have been DNA testing, right? Because he was in jail, but he didn't do anything. Listen to this, y'all. Last week, new fingerprint technology with a national database showed that the crime was committed by not Archie Williams, but Stephen Forbes. Forbes committed several other rapes around the same time and died in prison in 1996. Williams first requested that his fingerprints be run against the national database in 1999, but it was turned down by prosecutors. Let me ask you a question. If somebody is saying, I did not do something and I've been maintaining my innocence all of this time, since 1982, please run my fingerprints. Why would a prosecutor deny that? Oh, because they got a body in the system. Innocent until proven guilty, my ass. Not a piece of DNA evidence, not a piece of nothing. Locked up from 1982. This man, 20 years ago, it could have been a little better, right? He could have got out of jail 20 years ago. He requested, hey, look, man, if you think I'm guilty, let's find out beyond a shadow of a doubt. Please run my fingerprints up against the national database. And the prosecutors say no. Why? Don't we want to find out why? That was 99. He could have been free 20 years ago. That's not the kicker, though. Lawyers with the Innocence Project, which is a nonprofit dedicated to fighting wrongful convictions, they work with Williams on exoneration. Williams, who is now 58 years old, spoke out after being freed, stating, "There wasn't a day that passed that I didn't stay focused on gaining my freedom. I always kept a positive mind. I knew one day justice would come." He added that he wants to soak it all in and he plans to go to college. Family, I'm going to come back and I'm going to finish this story. If you know he's guilty, but you never did the fingerprint thing and you have no DNA, doesn't he deserve the right to have his fingerprints ran? He could have been out of jail 20 fucking years ago. This shit is tragic. We're going to come back and finish that story and get into some more gym news, y'all. Jeff is Moody Show. We'll be right back.
You're listening to Jeff is Moody.
On Beat Break 87. Family, we are back. Welcome back to the Jeff is Moody Show on Beat Break 87 FM. My name is Jeff is Moody. And I got to tell y'all, is this week 8? Fam, is this week 8? For those of you that have been ride or dying since we started, I think it's week 8. And I feel confident in saying that I entertain. I feel confident in saying that I bring you a particular kind of unapologetic realism. I'm not concerned who likes me. I'm not concerned who doesn't deal with me or doesn't fuck with me. I don't give a fuck about none of that. I put a lot of energy into what I do. We didn't, Sean Garvey and I, we didn't sit up and we didn't concoct a character like so many record labels do with rappers nowadays. We didn't concoct this bipolar, mentally unbalanced sometimes character, right? It's Jeff. That's who I am. I'm not outwardly emotional to the point where you can get under my skin. You would fail so miserably at that. But when my passion is ignited, it's just ignited. You know, that's what talk is to me. That's why I'm not concerned on if I make it in talk or not. Because if it's not, I won't be able to do this shit any other way. If you put me on terrestrial radio, I could go without cursing, I guess. If that's what my paycheck says and that's what was agreed to before I got there, I'm capable of communicating without cursing. But if I'm not on a terrestrial radio platform, what the fuck am I playing terrestrial rules for? We gotta all search ourselves for this hatred. I could do this dumb shit news. I'm gonna talk about Oprah. I aim to entertain. However, when I'm doing a show, family, my focus is not really to entertain you. I'm just like, Jeff, just make sure you stay Jeff. People are gonna fuck with you and not based off that. I'm gonna give you this bullshit news. But I'm going to reiterate that each and every one of us need to search within ourselves and see what we can do to combat hatred. And for those of us that really have love in our hearts, and we may not understand that we are exhibiting some racist behavior or bigoted behavior, we need to be honest enough to have open, honest conversation and stop being so fucking easily offended. Social media, y'all are so pussy. I hate you social media people. I hate y'all. It's like a handful of people I fuck with on social media. They give opinion and they take it. They know if they dish it, they know they gotta take it and they do it well. I don't like you oversensitive people. I don't like you fucking idiots talking about a toxic male is a man that believes a man should be a man. I don't fuck with y'all. I don't fuck with people that don't like me asking questions. I don't fuck with that. I don't fuck with people that call my method of communication immaturity. Who the fuck are you? You sit down with me anywhere, anytime, I'll service you. I will service you on almost any fucking topic you bring up. If you're going to put that real up against you fucking intellectual snobs and you pseudo-intellectuals and all of you, I'm not different. I keep telling y'all, I'm a family-oriented guy. I love looking out. I'm a crew guy. I'm a team player. But at the end of the day, I don't play well with others if the shit ain't going the way that I think it should go. That go for a listener. That go from anybody from anywhere. Man, we got to come to the bottom of something. We can't keep doing this shit and talking. We can't keep fucking telling stories of 50 people dying and then just ignore the shit the next day like it never happened. Cause we have to fucking do what what somebody's telling us to do. Man, we gotta have some kind of character. We have some kind of integrity here, man. I'm telling you that leadership, if we're going to do it as a country, you have to look at who's the top at leadership. If you heard everything I said in the last segment, God bless those people in New Zealand, man. God bless the children. God bless the women and the men that were just praying. But if we're going to talk about leadership as a country, if we're talking about in your household, then I'm just talking about you. But if we're talking about a country, we have to look at the top of the fucking chain, whether we follow the top of the chain or not. And we got to be honest, y'all. We have to be honest. What prejudices do you hold? And are they detrimental to the motherfucking forward progress of a racially harmonized society? And I don't want to be proper. This is the show where maybe I'm not going to entertain you like I usually do. I'm sorry. I'm not perfect. I'm not perfect all the time. $50 fucking people. Motherfuckers call. I don't know if I get to Oprah and them. I'm a talk right now though, man. What do you want? What do people want? What do you want from your radio personality? I know what my audience wants. They want exactly what you hear me saying, but that's not why I do it. I'm just lucky to have people that think like me. What do you want? You want to laugh? You want to laugh all the time? You don't never want to address what the fuck is going on? You want to turn your back on things that maybe you can lend a hand in? You want music, nigga? Y'all want some trap music? Y'all want to do the Dougie? Y'all want to, like, what the fuck? Y'all want me to coon? You want me to coon every day? You want me to talk about celebrity shit every day? Am I capable? So what do you want? I can only be Jeff. You talk to my wife, she'll say he ain't faking. That's my husband right there. It's him. You talk to anybody that know me, they say, nah, that's him. That's what he does. I hear everybody ringing bells, family, and I've been ringing bells for a decade. Don't you ever fucking address me about ringing a bell if you haven't been ringing it for 10 years. That was a side note. All right. Gosh, man. See, even with this Michael Jackson, you know why I'm still talking about New Zealand? Because even I recognize even the Michael Jackson shit is bullshit. I want to get on it. I'm gonna try to spend some time on it. This is the moment where my true audience is here and everybody else is gone by now. Yo, I promise you motherfuckers, man, you've never seen a person like me who just doesn't care what is everybody doing to get in the game. What y'all dick sucking? What y'all doing, huh? What you doing? You taking some dick? You talking about shit you don't even feel? What you doing? I don't do none of that. Just do Jeff. Let's talk about what comes to mind. I talk about what is. I talk about what I think is important. I do it when it hurt. I do it when it make me laugh. I do it when it make me happy. I do it when it make me cry. I give you motherfuckers, I give you me. I'm not a fucking personality. I'm not a personality. I'm not somebody that comes in and acts a certain way, and that's not me when it's over with. I'm sorry to preach to y'all, but 50 people died, and the fucking president is, y'all know the genie for, y'all probably don't know Fox because they're fucking white supremacists, they're fucking sanctioned white supremacist station. There's a judge that Fox yanked off the air because of her anti-Muslim statements after this murder. And do you know what the president of the United States did? I think this cocksucker tweeted, "Bring back Judge so-and-so." This is not 72 hours after 50 people, including children, are dead. Y'all telling me we don't have to have a serious conversation sometime? You telling me that we don't have to laugh? What we don't have to laugh all the time? What you tuning over to V103 now? This too much for you? Not enough laughs? Hee. What, your life so serious that you don't want to hear more serious shit on the radio? What, you just ignored the 7 weeks of excellence I put in front of you that got the station on fire, that got Jeff is Moody on fire? You put it all, what, you just shrugged it all off? Because I'm saying something you don't want to hear? Because maybe you got to check yourself, and maybe whether you black, white, Puerto Rican, or Asian, or whatever the fuck you are, maybe we all got to come to terms with how we're contributing to hatred. Huh? Is that what it is? Now you tired of me? So be tired, man. Y'all just let it be known, no. Leave you motherfuckers in a heartbeat. I'm a lion. I speak with a purpose. I don't speak for a number. I don't speak for an ad. I don't speak for a sponsorship. Guess what? If you're the best at what you do, that shit come. You can curse. You can keep it clean. You can be holy. You can be righteous, self-righteous. You can be gay, straight. You can be, if you the best at what the fuck you do, the rewards come. You just gotta stay true to yourself. And this is where I'm at with it today, y'all. I'm sorry. Could have made you laugh. I don't know how long I'm going to be doing this shit. Anyway. Now I gotta go fast. Now I gotta get into the bullshit news, and I gotta go fast. So I'm only gonna read. I told you we're gonna save the action, and we got them next week. Next week is gonna be like the relationship dating show and stuff with me and Naturel. That shit's gonna be hilarious. Y'all might not even know who's gonna fucking pop up in that shit. All right. But I'm only going to read one, Just Ask Jeff, because like I told y'all, it segues into dumb shit. So this is from April, and she asks, are you going to speak about the Mike Jackson documentary? I know you hate celeb stuff, but can you speak on it? I'd love to hear you express your thoughts in your unique way. Although I am a fan of MJ, I am not naive. I don't put anything past men and women of influence and power. So my assertion is not that he is definitely innocent or guilty, although I lean toward innocent. I'm disappointed that this documentary comes out at a time when the accused is deceased and not able to defend himself. I have suspicions about his supposed victims, and I'm tired of getting lambasted on social media, even if you think about challenging, and this is real, for real. Yeah, April. If you think about challenging anyone who makes a claim of sexual abuse, which is especially personal to me because I am a survivor of sexual abuse as a child and an adult. And she says that's a whole other story. What's your take on this? And what is your opinion on Oprah and what some would say is a penchant for being a bit of a snake over the last few years, i.e. comedian Monique, etc., who we now found out was keeping it true when she spoke about people such as Oprah and Lee Daniels. Hope you speak on this. Love your show. And thank your listener, Rochelle, for putting me onto your program. Hey, Ro! Is that my Ro? All right. Thank you for the instant energy boost in the afternoons, and thank you for the motivation. You are raw. I'm what you may call a square, but I love the way you give it raw and unapologetic. We need more of that. You have a fan, and I'm telling everybody about this show. You're easy to adore. Please speak on this if you can. I'm all over the place. Sorry about that. Have a wonderful day. April, I love you. Thank you for that. Ro, whichever Ro that is. Thank you, Ro, for the recommendation. April, you're not a fan. You're family. There's a difference. We'll talk about that some other time. I'm at 16 minutes. I got to get this segment done in 20 minutes, and I really don't care enough. That's where I'm at today. You know, Louis Vuitton has joined the list of brands that are backing off of Michael Jackson after child sexual abuse allegations that surfaced in his documentary. In 2019, Louis Vuitton, they featured pieces from their upcoming autumn-winter collection 2019 with Michael Jackson's likeness on them, and the collection was supposed to go on sale this summer. They issued a statement that says, in light of the documentary and the show has caused emotional reactions, I strictly condemn any form of child abuse, violence, yada, 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 yada. April, I'm going to touch on this again because Oprah's ass is oddly involved in tarnishing the legacy of one celebrity. And this is, I guess, let me say this. This will be part one. I keep wondering with R. Kelly and with Michael Jackson and with whether it's children or adults, do you guys care? I asked this before. Do you guys care about the children or do you guys care about the celebrity? Because children get raped every day. Catholic priests rape children every day. Uncles and aunties rape children every day. Strangers rape children every day. Coaches rape children every day. Teachers rape children every day. I don't see you guys ever speaking on it until it's a celebrity. I often start to wonder, do you give a fuck about the actual child or the celebrity? Because you can't say anything negative about Oprah unless you're me, I'm going to say that Oprah is a fucking media whore. She is one of those that she understands this business. She's not a billionaire for no reason. Oprah has been sexually abused, she claims. Okay. You know, they say Oprah filled up her premiere because they played this on the OWN network as well. The old network or whatever the fuck it is. They say that she filled it up with a bunch of survivors of sexual abuse. And I was trying to wonder, I was trying to wonder where that came from. Unless you're trying to get a lot of sympathy. So I heard a lot of things about this Michael Jackson. When the two witnesses that supposedly Michael Jackson, Wade Robinson and James Safechuck, this contrasting story. They say they never got paid, and I find that hard to believe. The director, Dan Reed, said they never got paid. I find that hard to believe. This is an emotional fuck. Me personally, I don't think Michael Jackson ever molested kids, and I'm not a ride or die for Mike kind of guy. The Michael Jackson Legion, I'm gonna go over time right here. The Michael Jackson Legion, they are out here riding hard for their boy. Okay, that's fine. But it says here that Oprah made sure to have an audience composed mostly of survivors of sexual abuse sit in the Times Center Auditorium in Manhattan for a preview screening of Dan Reed's Leaving Neverland. Y'all gotta forgive me and somebody just educate me. I'm going over. Sean, I'm going over. I have to go. I'm gonna go over. I'm gonna go over 20. Sorry. I won't do it next week. I'm doing it right now. I'm trying to wonder why you fill a thing up with survivors. Some are elderly, some are middle-aged, some are young. Unless you're trying to garner an emotional reaction. Let me tell you something that I read, and this is just things that I'm reading. It says the final hour of the film pivots from the graphic triggering details of molestation that Robson and Safechuck say occurred for several years to the emotional fallout in their adulthood. After the screening, audience members could be heard sniffling, sighing, and crying during moments when Robson and Safechuck spoke of their struggles to come forward to their families. Now, family, check this out. They go on to say that there were also emphatic cheers and bursts of applause on several occasions, as when Safechuck's mother, Stephanie, recalls dancing on the day Jackson died and exclaiming, "Oh, thank God he can't hurt any more children." A man died and you saved. And look, if you thought a man really did something to your children, I guess I'm not really looking at his mom real crazy like that. But if you know something was fishy, Mrs. What is your name? Stephanie. I don't know if her last name is Safechuck, but Stephanie. That's Safechuck's mother. She recalled dancing on the day Jackson died and exclaiming, "Oh, thank God he can't hurt any more people. Dance, dance, step, step, side to side, bring it back." You see how I did that? I put all the creeps together. The kind of known creeps and then the alleged creeps. See that? I put the step in the name of, okay, with Michael. Y'all missed that. See, when you're in a position like this, no matter what you say, you're going to come across as a fucked up guy if you dare question anybody that says they were sexually assaulted. But what I'm going to end up doing, I'm going to get some statistics on men that are in jail for rape and sexual assault that never touched a motherfucker. Not that I don't sympathize with victims of sexual assault. Not that I don't sympathize, especially with children. But if we ask questions, we're vilified. So a lot of people, because you're afraid for your career, you don't ask the questions that you want to ask. Is this making sense? A lot of people, because they don't want to fuck up their career, they will zip their mouth and not ask the questions that I'm asking. And they will also allow themselves to get bullied, and that's why they don't ask the question. All I need to know is, if you're telling the truth, then God bless you. But if we don't know for sure and the man's not here to speak himself and he's been found innocent, and we all know rich people can pay for innocent verdicts, I get all that. See, I try not to jump on people without being fair. But from what I've seen from both of these guys, I've seen a lot of contrasting stories, a lot of contradictions, and no matter what you come up with, there's a retort. Oh yeah, when that happens to you, da-da-da. And God forbid that it happens to me or one of mine or anybody. Because I can imagine the hell you go through. This is what I want to say. For all of my people that have genuinely been abused, I feel for you. I champion you. I support you. But don't expect me not to be suspicious if I feel suspicion. And don't expect me not to ask questions. Black people love getting themselves put in a corner. So we love for other people to determine how we should feel. And I heard a lot of people saying black people have to stop taking when a black person is guilty and finding a white person to match it. Well, there's some truth to that. But here's my question though. Oprah, you're Harvey Weinstein's homie. And just like Nick Cannon asked you, I want to know, when are we going to get Escaping Harvey Weinstein? Because is your outrage just about the children and not the women that made the allegations against Harvey Weinstein? Or is your outrage and your crusade against sexual abuse and assault of all sorts? Oprah will hear this show and you guys will never hear me on the air again. She'll buy everything I'm affiliated with just for me not to be down with it. I get it. And then I'll be the most talented talk show host garbage man on the back of a garbage truck. Fuck that. But until then, we got to stop going for the banana in the tailpipe. For Oprah and for all of you people that ignore the kids that get raped every day and the women that get raped every day, you have the power of social media. You can make a big deal about it if you want to. You don't do it because it's not really newsworthy. And you can't get a lot of hits like that. Let's be honest. Some of you do it. I love y'all. Most of you don't. I hate y'all. Oprah, I just have one question, or anybody that supports this Neverland thing, which by the way, is not getting the reaction you guys thought. And I don't think you guys thought that the Michael Jackson fucking brigade would come at your asses the way that they're doing it. I just want to know, Harvey Weinstein is on tape saying some I'm guilty type. Talking to a woman that recorded him, right? Harvey Weinstein got all kind of allegations up again. Now, are him and Oprah still tight? I don't know. I thought they was buds. So this is all I'm saying. Oprah, I'm going to wait for you to announce that you're doing a Harvey Weinstein special. Because if you're going to get Michael and if you guys are going to get R. Kelly, and if they're guilty, then they can burn in hell. But let's make sure we get everybody, right? Or is it just about the children and the adults are fine? Is it about the children and the adults are good? Like raping an adult is okay because we're just here for the children. We'll deal with the adults later. Or what is it? Is it about sexual assault as a whole? Is it about what is it about? And Oprah, I'm also waiting for you to go straight at the Catholic Church. You went at the beef industry, they whipped your motherfucking ass. And maybe Oprah has went at the Catholic Church. I don't watch the Catholic Church. For all my Oprah fans out there, all my super intellectual, snooty motherfuckers, you can hate me now, but don't tell me I'm not asking legitimate questions. This is not a black and white thing in this instance. All I want to know is your thing about children or is it about sexual assault, period? April, we're going to pick that up. I am way over. Sean Garvey's going to cuss my ass out. But I had to say that because I'm not dragging this shit into my next segment. All right, family. That's my question. Are you about sexual assault or is it about the sexual assault that you want to represent, which wouldn't be a problem. Just say it. But you can't be hobnobbing with Harvey Weinstein when anybody that's alleged you whatever. And I heard that somebody said, well, Oprah saw in Michael's eyes and yeah, whatever. Is it about the kids, y'all, or the celebrity? Answer me. If you can. Jeff is Moody Show. We'll be right back, y'all.
You're listening to Jeff is Moody.
On Beat Break 87. Family, welcome back. Welcome back to the Jeff is Moody Show. One thing I love about the Jeff is Moody family, one thing I love about Team Jim is that we understand, we deal with real emotions, man. We're not here for the fake shit, y'all. Sorry. So my peeps are still here, and I hope you are too. Whether you are or whether you aren't, here's something that you are missing in event that I'm too strong for you. Good news. If the Jeff is Moody Show is too strong for you, God damn it, there are some great programs on this station around the clock that you could tune into. So I'm doing a whole segment for the other shows next week, right? But I got to tell y'all something really quickly. I'm in such a great position because there's greatness all before me. is greatness all after me. And some of them I remember straight off the back. Some of them I kind of forget. It depends on, I haven't met everyone, but I'm going to tell you, from 6 to 10 a.m., you got the Beat Break Morning Show with Sean Garvey, DJ Rollum, and the crew. I mean, wowzers. And then you got the beautiful and the uber intelligent and the motivational Kia Baxter. She's on from 10 to 2. And I happen to really be a big listener of her show. Check that out. Of course, you got me. Never know what you're going to get, right? From 2 to 6, but I am here. If you, dealing with the Jeff is Moody show is kind of like taking a bath with a toaster. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you probably be okay if it's not plugged up. You're going to have crumbs all in your tub, but if the shit is plugged up, you're going to fucking burn. You know what I'm saying? So that's who I am. And then, listen, man, it's just programming after programming. And then 7 to 9, we got the Random Select podcast. I'm always going to forget some people, but next week I'm going to take care of all of that. But let me tell you something really quick. Yesterday, if you missed it's Relationship Spice with Tracy Smalls, and it premiered on Beat Break Radio yesterday between 8 p.m. and 10 p.m. How Sean puts that down. I mean, I would hope the demand would be out as quick as he can. I caught the last hour of it because I was still recording. That lady is dope. Yo, she's sexy. She's smart. Can I say sexy before smart? Do you get in trouble for that, Tracy? I don't mean it like that. I definitely see. We gotta always watch what we say. Now Tracy's not that kind of woman, but she knows what I'm talking about. I'm just trying to make sure I do everything right in this sensitive world that we live in. But I'm gonna tell you, man, she is sexy. She's smart. She is insightful. She is blunt. She gets it in. She doesn't have a sailor's mouth, but she really gets to the bottom of a relationship. I thought the remaining portion I caught was good. It was great. I don't plan on missing much more of it. So family, please, man, check these other shows out. The newest addition to the lineup. Relationship Spice with Tracy Smalls from 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. on Sunday. The station had whatever you're looking for from music to talk. The station has it. Next week, I do a segment on all the personalities from Beat Break. So y'all stay tuned for that. But before we move into this classic replay, family, so I'm going to do some super random, no they didn't, and questions and comments, right? I got to pull up my seat for this one. I think the reason people dwell to this particular segment is because I'm just saying the things that we all are feeling, and some of us express it loudly. Some of us shrug it off. Some of us just can't do it at the place that we're at right now, whether it be work or home or whatever. So I'm going to do this personal. Oh no, they didn't. I'm going to combine oh no, they didn't with random thoughts and questions. Okay. And I gotta start. And I don't know why this irritated me so bad the other day. But family, have you ever been driving and you're doing whatever the speed limit is? Like, you may be over it, you may be under it, you may be right on the speed limit. I am very shocked that this got under my skin like it did. It got under my skin to the point where I had to cut a Instagram video for it. But family, have you ever been driving and someone waits to the last minute to cut in front of you and then proceed to go 10 to 15 miles slower than you were already going? Are you guys more mature than me? Do you guys shrug that off? Do you guys let that go? Is that okay with y'all? I mean, because usually I'm so used to it in Georgia. Now you got to remember, there are a lot of states that can't drive. There are a lot of places with shitty drivers. I've lived in quite a few states. I'm from New York, so that kind of goes without saying. We don't even have bad drivers. We have wild drivers that don't get into nearly as much crashes as they do in Georgia. Go figure, New York drivers are aggressive. We do crazy shit. But we really don't be banging cars up like that, right? Family, it always seems like it's when I have someplace to go. And so I had someplace to go the other day, and I'm coming up this street and the speed limit was 45. I'm not much of I do drive over the limit. Yes, I do. But I'm not much of a road rage guy. You know, I'm not a tailgater. I'm not the guy I will pass you, but I'm not the guy that's going to pass you and give you the bird and all of that. You know, because there are consequences to that. And I know me, and I know you never know. You get somebody that's equal to you, and it could really escalate. People have died over road rage, but typically I'm a little too laid back for that in the car. But the other day, family, I'm driving, and I think I was doing 45 on a dot. And I saw what the car was getting ready to do. Do you guys know the situation where you're coming and there's nobody behind you? So you don't understand why that person didn't just wait for you to pass, because there's nobody for hundreds of feet behind you. And there's nobody coming from the other direction, and they can go. Now, I will give this person the credit that people were coming from the other direction, but they were going in my direction. So family, I'm doing my 45. And this motherfucker just turns out in front of me at like 15 and 20 miles an hour. I saw it coming, but it just triggered something in me, and it made me shoot a video. Now, let me tell you something. Not only am I not a tailgater, not only am I not much of a road rager, I'm also not that guy that'll be someplace and pull out my phone to record fuckery and upload it to WorldStar or something. It's just not my thing. You know, I don't record license plates. I'm not the kind of guy that'll be in a car and record the car where you can see the color of the car and the people in the, that's just not me. And family, that just drove me up a fucking wall. How do you guys, like, hit me up, and I will include this in the fan feedback next week. How do you guys cope with that? Is it am I immature? No, not from the show. Am I immature in this traffic situation, family? Because it just, I was calm about it, but it just burnt me up. How do you guys deal with people that cut in front of you and then decide to do 10 to 15 miles under the limit? And fam, this stretch of road, I had to follow that cocksucker for 2 fucking miles. I was just so hot, like it set my whole trip off. Does anybody relate to that? Or is that just a Jeff thing? Because y'all know I'm not right in the head. That's all I want to know. Moving right along. So, I'm talking to my boy Cody, and we're chopping it up. And we're talking about him coming out of a, not Moe's, y'all. What is the other Mexican place that always gives people food poisoning? I don't know why this motherfucker eats there. Chipotle's, right? Allegedly, because I don't want to go around getting sued, even though every time you turn around there's some kind of recall or food contamination at Chipotle. Just my take on it. And he was like, yo, dogs, do you know that you still have women that catch an attitude with you for holding the door open. And I was like, facts. I said, yo, I got to tell you now, I haven't experienced that in a couple of weeks. And usually when I do, it doesn't really bother me because I'm not really holding the ladies. Here's rude ladies, because I am of the firm belief that we have more self-respecting, loving, appreciative women than we have non-appreciative. I don't really subscribe to all of the women ain't shit thing, especially black women ain't shit, because if you want somebody to tell you how much black women ain't, just let a black man do it, because he'll be happy to drag his sister down. So I don't really subscribe to that. I got great energy. I'm a gentleman. I'm very chivalrous, but at the same time, I will give you some fucking work if you rub me the wrong way. And I'm like, yeah, I know they exist. I said, what's up with you? He said, so I'm coming out of Chipotle. And I got my shit, and these sisters it's two of them, and they are behind me, and they are clearly walking towards the door, and I'm holding the door, and they literally stop. They literally stop, and they're like, you can go. We know how to get out of the door. And so I start busting out laughing because I've been through that too. And Cody's Cody doesn't have a woman problem. Let me put it with that. Let me put it like that. More women approach Cody than he approaches women. Let's just put it like that, right? Whether it be because of his car or his height or his build or his looks or whatever, or his income or whatever, more women approach him than he approaches women. And that led me to, I'm like, oh no, they didn't. Women, I need to ask y'all a question. What is being a gentleman toxic? Is that also toxic? Because I just found out that being a toxic male is just having an opinion. You know, like if I say something like I think a woman should be in a woman's place as far as I'm the man of the household. If I'm holding it down, you know, this is my rule. This is my rule. This is my law. You get in your lane. You get in line. It doesn't mean you're a slave. It just means that you're following the leader of a household. I found out that was toxic. Did you guys know that was toxic? Or like if a man says, I don't have a problem with homosexuality. They can do whatever the fuck they want. But I just come from the school with men are men. Men are attracted to women. Like I don't understand the whole shit. But I damn sure I don't hate them. I wouldn't stand by and watch anything. That is toxic masculinity. Do you know that if you tell a woman to smile, that people will tell you that that's toxic masculinity? So we were talking and I was like, oh no, they didn't. But then again, yes, they did. So these two sisters, y'all, they literally stood there and waited for him to let the door go before they open the door for themselves. And I'm just wondering, ladies, how does that work? What does that do for you? Like, just help me understand this. If anybody's going to hit me on feedback next week, I may have Miss Moody on. I may do a segment with Mrs. Moody. I don't know what I'm going to do. I may bump into some people. Next week is going to be a hilarious show. Because this week, just my spirit was just in a place where I'm just hurting. You know, I'm talking to you guys right now. And I'm just hurting. I'm just hurting for people. I care about people. So, ladies, are y'all still doing that? And why? Is it toxic? Like, is holding a door open toxic? Because I got to tell y'all something. I'm not going to stop doing it. And Cody is not going to stop doing it. And most of the men I know are not going to stop doing it. We're not going to let a couple of fucking idiots. That's what I call y'all. I call y'all fucking idiots. And we're not going to let a couple of idiots ruin it for true queens. Or black queens, whether you're white, Latino, Asian, or whatever. I'm not going to let me being a gentleman. I'm not going to let a couple of bitter fucking biatches fuck that up for everybody. But is that toxic? So let me kill the story for y'all. Corey is a Range Rover guy. He's a Range Rover guy. So he laughs, he lets the door go. They're coming out and they're talking amongst themselves. This motherfucker hops in the white range. Do y'all believe that one of these chicks was like, hey, want to thank you for that door. We just wasn't ready to come out yet. He was like, I feel you. Have a good day, sis. And he drove off. So the white range was good enough, but not hold. And he was like, they full of shit. Because they looked at me straight in my face with disgust and literally said, we know how to hold the door open. You could go. Ladies, is that toxic? I'm going to have to get Mrs. Moody because she is one of those women that she knows how to navigate. You know what I'm saying? Like, you try to talk to her and she can be cordial. She's not going to be a dick to. She says, thank you. Appreciate it. Well, thank you very much. Have a good morning. Good. But she still lets you know that that's not where she's at with it. I need to know, is that toxic? But no, they didn't. I mean, ladies, rather than getting on men all the time, and men, rather than getting on ladies, do we ever talk to our own genders about how we kind of need to grow up and we need to maybe do better? My last one for no, they didn't for today, for this show, it's on the same note. If I get on social media one more time, and I see men with women emotions with these tear black women down posts. And I'm a troll. I am a social media troll, guys. When I see shit like that, I like to get on it and just troll the fuck out of the guys that did it. Men, no, you are not still taking your bitter, hurt ass, bitch ass nigga emotions. And no, you are not generalizing every fucking sister in the world because of your experience. And no, you are definitely not telling me that what's good for the goose is good for the gander. Motherfucker, you're a man. Be a man. When did your emotions become that delicate? Yo, when you go on social media, you see the motherfucking best and worst of everyone. And I didn't know male thirst was so crazy until I decided to hop on social media. Motherfuckers will hit anything. Motherfuckers will sleep anything. They are attracted to anything. Most men on social media like me. These niggas will stick their dick in a turkey sandwich because there's meat on the sandwich. They will pump the fuck out of a Subway's 6-inch. No, you guys are not still doing the same generalization. So when you deal with our women, they not only have to deal with the world, they not only have to deal with all the jealousy and hate and envy against them, they also got to deal with us acting like bitches. No, you didn't. Anyway, family, next week, DJ Naturel and I are coming to light this motherfucker up. It's going to be like a relationship show. We're going to be talking about a lot of relationship stuff. We're going to have a lot of jokes, a lot of laughs. I don't know. I may interview a couple of people and all of that good stuff. I want to thank you guys for checking out the Jeff is Moody show on Beatbreak 87 FM, BeatBreakRadioFM.com. Check me out on Spotify. Type in the Jeff is Moody show, 678-386-5331 for texts or comments. As for DJ Naturel, DJ Naturel with an E in all social media. Family, I'm going to continue to be the guy that I am. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not going to change anytime soon. It is who I am. If it doesn't work on one platform, it'll definitely work on another. Family, I'm out of here. Stay tuned for that classic throwback, followed by DJ Naturel in the ATL traffic mix. Hey, yo, Sean Garvey. Bruh. We got another one.
You're listening to Jeff is Moody
on Beat Break 87. Welcome back to the Jeff is Moody show as I give this last piece of my expert relationship advice, and then we are out of here to check that classic throwback podcast out. And then, of course, after that, it is DJ Naturel with the ATL traffic mix. Family, thank you so much for tuning in. Let me finish this thing with the cheating, fam. Am I co-signing cheating? Obviously not. I'm just being honest with you. Listen to me. A person that loves you may cheat, man. People say there's no reason to cheat. Yeah, there's a fucking reason to cheat. There's a reason to do almost everything under the sun. It doesn't make you right. And sometimes it doesn't make you wrong. You know, there's a reason to kill a man. But what are you killing him for? For kicks? Because that would be wrong. For hatred? That would be wrong. In self-defense? That would be right. There's a reason for everything under the sun. Somebody gets out and they cheat on you because they love ass or they love dick. And you're doing everything you're supposed to be doing. And they go out there and they just gotta have it. They're wrong. Listen, somebody goes out there because you're not doing everything that you need to be doing. And they express to you that you're not doing what they need you to be doing. And you don't care. And they go out there and they cheat. Guess what, family? They are still wrong. But it doesn't mean that you share no accountability in that. In my book, it doesn't. Motherfucking licensed Georgia driver relationship expert, man. Yeah, to answer your question, yeah, somebody can love you and respect the shit out of you and cheat. People do things. Now, I don't know who came up with the logic that once you secure a mate, whether it's a man or woman, that you can just stop trying, that you could just say, fuck it. You could just let yourself go. And that person is supposed to tolerate that because they made a vow to be faithful. I want you to think of how fucking retarded that is. So you do all this stuff to get a man. Ladies, you dress sexy, you smell good, your house clean, you do all that stuff. You secure him, he says I do, and you stop doing everything. But you tell him, hey, you don't have a right to step out and do anything. You took a vow. Well, motherfucker, you took a vow too. Fellas, you took a vow too. And all the things that you stopped doing for your ladies, you don't do them anymore. And she's telling you, yo, dude, my needs are not being met. Yo, I got to hang out with the fellas. Yo, you know, the game is on. You know what I'm saying? Baby, we need to talk. Hey, look, man, damn, leave me the fuck alone. I work all day. I got to come home and hear your shit. All right. And she finds herself out there and one thing leads to another. Fella, they say women cheat off emotion and men don't. That's also bullshit. Men can be emotionally damaged and that may put them out there. Come on, let's be real with each other, y'all. Let's not bullshit around, okay? Yeah, hey, listen, it's too much love in the Jeff is Moody family for us to bullshit with each other. You ain't got to like what I'm saying, but I'm just telling you the truth, though, the way I see it. I'm telling you what any licensed Georgia driver relationship expert would tell you. I don't know who came up with that logic, man. People just supposed to tolerate you slacking. They say for better or worse. And a lot of men and women are out here contributing to the worst to the worst. Look at you. Man, look at yourself. Some of y'all, look at your motherfucking self. Sloppy. Hair undone. Motherfucking men gain 30 pounds all fat because they think they don't need to work out to look good for that woman no more. I got her. She's mine. And she better not be looking. Some of y'all don't even want your woman looking at a man. That's because you insecure. I've always said men that are super duper jealous and insecure like that are probably cheating. I've always said that. But look at you, motherfucker. You used to keep a sharp haircut. You don't do that no more. Your lady used to be able to come home and smell a nice little meal cooking because you beat her home. You don't do that no more. You don't help out around now. You don't do much of anything anymore. But you don't want her to do shit. And if a woman takes that silently, or if a man takes that silently, they kind of deserve what they get. But when somebody is expressing something to you and you're ignoring them, hey man, I'm not saying they should go do anything. I'm just saying don't be surprised if they do. And look at yourself and say, I hold a little bit of accountability here too. Ladies, look at your fucking ass. Same thing. Gaining weight, walking out the house looking like a fucking bag lady with my last name on you. Because according to you, I got a man and I ain't out here trying to impress nobody. But what about me? Oh, you think because I said I do, you no longer have to be impressive. You don't have to come to bed smelling good. You come to bed in a motherfucking snowsuit instead of some panties, or better yet, nothing at all. Look at us. And what about sex? You got an attitude every time that man tap you on the shoulder? Fellas, your woman want to make love and want to have a rough tumble sex session with you, and you give her 5 minutes of fucking weak dick sex. You done forgot how to go down on your woman? Ladies, you done forgot how to put a penis in your mouth? You was putting the penis in your mouth when you was courting. Fellas, you used to eat that lady up like you used to lick every drop of that up. Oh, no, we been, I ain't doing all that shit, man. Look at you. Don't know how to say I love you. Don't know how to say be careful. Don't know how to come home with a surprise. You know, sometimes my wife just randomly comes in the house and brings me a big beer. I like those big Coronas. For no reason. That makes her sexy to me. That makes me appreciate her. So all I'm saying, folks, is yeah, somebody can love you and cheat on you. It ain't got much. And then some people, they cheat on you because they don't love you and they don't respect you. But let's not be naive here. And you guys can make up all the relationship rules that you want. I'm just telling you the truth. I've known people, women and men, that have cheated on their spouses and felt fucking horrible. I know people that would die for their spouse and have cheated because it got so bad that they don't want to leave, but they also want their needs to be met. The man is tired of jerking off. The woman is tired of putting every time she has the orgasm, she can't depend on her man's tongue or penis or hand to do it. She got to get a battery operated shit. You could be a bachelorette and do that. Ain't nothing wrong with toys, by the way. I promote those. I also promote beating off if you want. I'm just saying. It shouldn't be what you have to do. It should be what you want to do. So yes, y'all, step your game up. Cover your ass. Do everything you know you're supposed to do within a relationship, sexually and otherwise. That way, if somebody steps out on you, they can't say what you didn't provide because you know you provided. You did the best you can do. Try new things out. You might like them. But don't secure. The best thing about longevity is not about acquiring. Acquiring can be easy. Maintenance is what's hard. It's easy to acquire. It's harder to maintain. All right, family? So yeah. This has been some licensed Georgia driver advice. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it helped you out. I hope I didn't fuck your relationship up too bad. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going into a break. This has been the Jeff is Moody Show. I'm Jeff is Moody. Get ready for the classic podcast throwback, followed by DJ Naturel's ATL Traffic Mix. It's another Jeff is Moody in the can. Hey, yo, Sean Garvey. Bruh. We got another one.
You're listening to Jeff is Moody
on Beat Break 87.